that right there.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Welcome back to another episode of our Facebook Friday series. I think Jonathan's got a name for this one here.
This one's going to be Muy Frío Papi Friday.
Ah, yes.
And the reason I say that is if you haven't looked outside, well, here in New England, we got a nice snowstorm with a lot of ice.
Yeah, I know that our upstate New York brothers are sharing that as well. If
So
you're,
is New Hampshire and
Oh,
Maine.
yeah.
Those guys got pounded with snow.
I think if you're like Long Island South, you might have skated. A couple guys talked to might have gotten a little bit of rain. But yeah, up here, it's a winter wonderland again.
And it's muy frío, papi.
Oh, it is.
So, welcome back, guys. Once again, Jonathan Mercado, Ben
Rudnick.
Rudnick, your lovely host for this week.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a few topics, and one of the topics being...
I'll start out with one very special topic, as a matter of fact. I think something went on this past weekend in Las Vegas, maybe a knowledge fest, maybe a little something. Yeah, Jonathan attended, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, walked away as the number one 12-volt salesperson in the universe.
In the universe, damn.
Yep. So, and if you didn't see, I don't know if it got posted online. That was a total shock to Jonathan. So thank you to everybody that supported him. Obviously, everybody here knew he was going to take it, but yeah, it was definitely a surprise. And I don't want to speak for him, but it looked like he appreciated.
I did. I was absolutely speechless. If you saw the video or if you were at Knowledge Fest and got a chance to actually see it, when they called my name, I'm like, no way. There's no way. There's no way in a million years. And then when it finally settled in, it was like, wow. Like, I can't even say nothing.
Yeah, number one. So we knew he was top 5. We knew he was a top 3 guy. Now we got the full confirmation. Number 1, baby.
Sales rep.
Yep, number 1 sales rep made it to the top of the mountain. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Love to be part of the team and glad to be a partner in crime with this guy here.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Ben. And thank you to all you guys that voted out there. Without you guys, this would not have been possible. You know, you guys are the MVPs. You guys are the ones that made this happen for me and for GoFast, because it is a big accomplishment for a little distributor that's only been around, 3 years now?
Yep.
And, to be on top 3 distributor United States 2 years in a row, and for me to be top 5 sales rep 4 years in a row now, and then now number 1 sales rep. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, and I can hear all the time, you guys are keeping Jonathan busy. Keep him busy, baby. Keep him busy.
So I appreciate it once again. But on to the next subject.
Yeah, we're moving on. That was enough.
Yeah.
Enough of that. We can't keep inflating Jonathan's confidence here. We got more important stuff to talk about here. No, nothing's more important than that. Except maybe Mobile Expo 2022, which is coming up. When is that going to be taking place?
April 6th, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Mark it on your calendar, 9 to 5, or 9 to 6, sorry, at the Mass Mutual Center in Springfield, Massachusetts. All the guys that attended last year, you saw how big it was. You saw how fun it was. You saw that afterwards we went across the street to the MGM Casino and we had a ball. I mean, a lot of us went to dinner. A lot of us gambled. You know, you guys got to see me gambling, got to see Ben going as a lunatic. You know, it was a great time. Let's repeat it this year, but with more things going on. Maybe some lucky winners getting close to $1 million in prizes.
Oh, that's a healthy number there. Yeah, we got some info coming on that one. Mm-hmm. So registration's open. I think we've got a pretty good amount of people registered already. We can tell because we're going to be giving away some prizes to a lucky winner that has registered. And there was actually a lot more names to choose from this time than there normally is. So thank you guys that have registered already. If you haven't, get in now, because the more people that register, the lower the likelihood that you win these prizes. We're going to keep upping the prize amounts. We're going to make this a lot better with the prizes. But the earlier you get in, the better your chances are to win. So don't wait till the last minute. Definitely mark it off on your schedule books. Mark it off on the calendar so you don't forget. But April 6th, we got to have you there.
The link's below, guys. Click on the link, and if it's not there, go to our website, gofst.com. It should be at the top, the banner. Click on that. Make sure you register each one of you guys individually, so that way, that credit accounts to your company. So gives you more chances to win, gives you more chances to just get overall into the show and win some prizes.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of like following the theme from the previous weeks, This is our big show, so this has all the vendors. Again, it's not going to be just based on the winter stuff. This is everything. So just like we did the past couple weeks, we're going to be spotlighting one of the vendors that's going to be there. And this week, we got Sound Digital.
Sound Digital. We want to say thank you very much, guys, for being vendor to spotlight this week. You guys do a ton of different amplifiers, especially their new amplifier line, the Power Sports. If you haven't played around with Sound Digital, these are literally small chassis amplifiers that just crazy amounts of power that come out of them. These amplifiers are used heavily on Harleys, side-by-sides, especially now with the Power Sports series. Now Marine Life is capable of getting some crazy power. So definitely thank you, Sound Digital. They also came out with a very unique piece that I'm going to talk about today that I'm actually pretty excited to try out in my personal vehicle this weekend. And it's called the HKI Mini. And what this is it's a 4-channel input sound processor, DSP, once again, DSP, with 8 output for amplifiers. And each one is controlled via Bluetooth. So you have to download the app. No, it doesn't do Bluetooth streaming, but it does do Bluetooth control with the app. So that way you can change all the settings on the amplifier, time alignment, angle, frequency, slope, delay. You could delay each channel. There's a lot of things you can do with this at a very aggressive price. So make sure you contact your sales rep on the HKI Mini. This thing is fire. Oops.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys, again, I know upstate New York is a big supporter of Sound Digital. A lot of bikes are going in, but this is stuff that could go in any application, kind of like Jonathan's saying, it's going in his vehicle. As we know, sometimes you're just putting together these mega systems that require tons of amps and there's speakers everywhere. We want to make sure we're tuning that properly, which again, it's going to be awesome for a solution like that. But also just a lot of vehicles now. If you're just even looking to change out an amplifier, you're looking to change out speakers, maybe something that was very, very simple a couple years ago, ain't so simple anymore. The factory vehicles make that increasingly more and more difficult. A piece like this is going to come in handy huge and make sure that the customers' expectations are met when they come in and see you guys.
Of course, these days and I'm going to be very blatant and straight up with everybody. The days of crossovers and EQs are over. If you have not played around with a DSP, you have not gotten a chance to check out what a DSP can do, take what you're doing with an EQ and a crossover and just combine it together into a DSP that has more control over your full audio system than those two pieces can. And on top of that, you got to remember this also. You don't want your customers messing around with the settings. You don't. Once you set it, you forget it. It's just like the technique that I've told a lot of my customers when you get to the amplifiers. Mark the amplifier some way, shape, and form so you know when the customer's going back there and pretty much voiding their warranty. So, I've spoken about tampered stickers. I've spoken about, Sharpies on the gains and level sets. So you always want to make sure your customer has no access to that because we all know what customers do. They come, you put it in, you set it up, you got it all controlled, dialed in. They go to their house, their boy all of a sudden, I can make it sound better. And then you look at it, everything's cranked and it blows everything up. And, especially with these types of amplifiers, Sound Digital does a great job at making a small chassis like this right here. This is the size of the amplifier. This is a 1200.4. This thing puts out about 400 watts RMS per channel. Look at the size of it, all right? Compared to the DSP, all right? Tiny. So, you've got 801 amplifier. Once again, look at the size of it compared to the DSP. They're tiny platforms, but they are very, very powerful. That's Sound Digital's, MO. Small chassis, compact with big raw power.
Yeah, and if you didn't see the bad boy down here, that's a 12,000 watt. That is not 1,200, that's 12,000. So they've got some big power there. If you guys are putting together some monster systems, again, and there's a lot of pro audio stuff that's going on right now. A lot of that stuff is power hungry. Man, talk about perfect matchups. Again, guys with bikes, guys with side-by-sides, if they're out there, these motors running, you need to have a lot of sound. To get a lot of sound, you need a lot of power. Bam, here we go. A lot of power, but also doesn't take up a ton of space. So phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, so the regular line stuff you can use pretty much on anything. It's not IP64 rated like their power sports stuff is. These are conformal coated. These things can handle the weather. They will sound good, small power. I do recommend if you're doing something like this type of setup, big power, you use OFC. People are wondering what the hell is OFC? Oxygen-free copper. Do not use CCA. Your $30 amp kits are not going to be the recommended, amp kits. We're talking about $100 copper amp kits with good RCAs to make sure that you get the best performance out of this type of product, this type of amplifier, this type of equation that you're going to mix into your vehicle's electrical system, which is huge.
Oh, absolutely.
Huge. You know what I mean? That people are trying to add these 3,000 watt amplifiers and trying to use 8-gauge CCA, copper-clad aluminum wire. That's not how it works. Resistance, there's a bunch of different factors that come into play that you have to equate into the equation when quoting out a job like this with big amplifiers. Harleys are big for that. If you do not use proper wires, you will have terrible noise. So just make sure you use proper wire. That's my advice for today.
Yeah, and I was going to say one more thing. Big power, not a big price tag.
No.
That's another nice thing with them. So if you guys are not familiar, I know a lot of you guys are, but if you're not familiar, you can check it out on gofst.com, our website. You can go check them out there, or get in touch with your sales rep. Be happy to help you out.
We will always be happy to help you out.
Absolutely.
And then, registration is open, like Ben said.
Yep.
Make sure you register. In order for you to win prizes, you do have to be present till the end of the show. I guarantee you this year you're going to want to stay till the end. There's a ton of vendors that are sponsoring the show. We want to thank all the vendors, especially the ones that have, gotten into diamond status. Appreciate every single one of you guys. We will announce more as the days and weeks go by. You guys are definitely the spotlight of the show. We want to say 100% gratitude to you guys. Between the vendors and the customers coming to the show, this show wouldn't be as successful as it's been year after year after year.
That's it, man. Yeah, so multiple ways that you could register. There's going to be email. You can go to our website, find links, expo.gofst.com, another place you can go. And then I have a feeling that you're going to be hearing from me, Jonathan.
You won't be hearing from me. I'm banned on Facebook again, guys. Sorry.
We'll be talking about it in calls. We'll probably be texting you links. So you'll have plenty of ways to register, but don't wait for that stuff. You got multiple ways you can register right now. Like I said, get in there nice and early because we're giving away prizes. And a matter of fact, why don't we give something away right now to somebody that registered?
I like it, yes. Ben. There was something else I had to say. It'll come to me as we're giving the prize away.
Yep. So again, we got our list of registrants. So thank you again very much to everybody that has registered so far. It was a little bit tougher to find somebody in this. It was a little bit longer list.
Well, the random.org, was like, I'm like, all right, you gonna ever pick one?
Thank you for that.
So definitely appreciate that. And what we're gonna do for this week is we're actually gonna give you a $10 poker chip. Once again, I keep saying it until I get ready to throw up. Do not lose those poker chips. Those poker chips are worth $1 value or 5 times registration. So we're going to give away a $10 poker chip. So it either could be worth $10 and you can collect these poker chips because we're randomly sprinkling them in boxes. No, guys, if you open up your packages, I've already got like 6 or 7 phone calls today. How come I didn't get a poker chip? I saw you guys putting them in packages. It's randomly done. So make sure you look in your boxes. There will be a poker chip if it was randomly put in there. Keep those and bring them to the show. You have to be present at the show in order to win. And I guarantee you're going to want to be present at the show.
Oh, for sure. And we still got time. We're not going to stop giving this stuff out. So it's still early. If you haven't gotten it yet, don't worry. You still got plenty of opportunities. And just like we did in the previous years, we're going to give you more and more ways to win. We want to see you guys walk away with as much as possible, have as much fun, and talk this thing up, and then come see us again next year too.
So yeah, keep those poker chips. They are marked. We know what's going on. We just don't know who they go to because they're randomly selected. They really are. So, and then last but not least, also, if you go on to the registration when you're doing it online, if you go to, what is it?
Expo.gofst.
So expo.gofst.com. When you go there, you can register. It will also have classes. We've already got the courses up. We're like a month and a half ahead of last year.
That's a great point.
So make sure you register for your classes. It's all going to be in the same registration form. Thank you, D from Designer and the boys from Designer, for putting that all together. You guys are doing a fabulous job at, making sure that we're ahead of the ball game this year. So, make sure you do that. And make sure you register. And then last week's winner was...
Let's see, who went in today?
Dan, sorry if I butcher your last name, Malucci?
Dan Malucci.
From Infinite Mobility. Congratulations, Dan. We have a $10 poker chip. Just remind your salesperson. I think Mike Kava is your guy. Remind them that you did win this week's giveaway. So that way we can throw that chip in the box with your order. So thank you very much, guys, for attending.
Yeah, Dan, thank you very much, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the show.
And remember, like and share these videos, because like I said, we're sporadically doing all sorts of things from now till the show. So maybe give you more chances to win.
Absolutely. All right, I think that's it.
Spice challenge next week.
Oh, Jesus! So
thanks, Dave.
Hold on, we just got reminded, and I feel so bad because I can't do it because of my current condition with my body. But next week we have a little challenge. So you guys saw the Pocky one chip challenge. This was 1.5 million Scoville hot, and Ben the maniac ate 2 of them, not 1 but 2. So we're going to step it up a little bit this next week. And we're going to do what's called Little Nitro. And what this is the world's hottest gummy bear. This thing, what did you say it was? Oh, sorry. It says here, infused with our 9 million Scoville extracts. It's 900 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper. Bro, I'm dead if I eat this. I really am. So tune in next week. Make sure you give a little prayer for, I think it's Ben and Bob that are going to eat this. Give a little prayer next week. I feel bad because one of our buyers, Blake, ate one of these yesterday. And he said that it was the most intense heat he ever ate and felt. And last night he was an absolute mess. So, pray for these guys. 9 million Scovilles, that's pretty damn hot.
Yeah, maybe it'll warm up this Muy Frio Friday.
So this was 1.5 million Scovilles. If you haven't done the Pocky challenge, I suggest you try it out. And then look for Little Nitro, the world's hottest gummy bears. So, yeah, this will be next week's challenge. Tune in. Make sure you like our videos. Make sure you share, post, anything you can do. Make sure you pay attention to next week's video. I hope you're bringing some yogurt, some water, some milk, a gallon of, maybe even a casket for yourself.
But thanks again for tuning in, and hey, let's do it all again next week.
Yeah, good luck, Ben.
All right. Later, guys.
Later, guys.